So I went from this skinny Asian kid to jacked as fuck while actually enjoying going to the gym as well. Building this body has made me confident as fuck. It's completely changed the way that I see myself, changed my aura, changed my personality in the best way possible. Building your dream physique will get you the respect from guys and the attention from girls that you've been wanting. So the main thing that I did back then to really get myself obsessed with the gym, to really get myself consistent, was having an overwhelming obsession with fitness. I would watch so many fitness videos. I would watch, Cali Move. I remember I used to watch like fitness FAQs. I used to watch Jeff Nippard. I used to watch all these guys, Athlete X and those kind of people. I used to watch all these fitness YouTubers and it kind of consumed me. I'd watch these like shorts as well every single day of a guy. He lifts and he works out, right? And this was sort of my comfort channel. This was the thing that I would always investigate. And it was a bit procrastinating. It was a bit counterproductive sometimes where I would go to the gym, but then I'd think like, oh yeah, I should watch it. And I think, what's the most optimal video? What's the most optimal move? That happens sometimes, but just the general overall obsession with the goal of gaining more muscle, with building a physique, with getting stronger, with all these kind of things to do with fitness. That was the kind of fuel that really started me off and kicked me off. I was so excited to get the dream physique that I wanted. I was so excited to, to be honest, back then, I was so excited to get more attention from girls, right? And, it's not vain to think that. It's just something that you probably should honor as well. It's free motivation, right? You think, oh yeah, if I just go to the gym more, if I build like big biceps more, then girls will like me more. It is kind of true though. Like the girls I date, they're like, they're touching my biceps. It feels great. It genuinely feels great. And it's true. So we should honor that desire. Even if you have a girlfriend, going to the gym, she'll find you more sexy, right? Honor that desire and obsess over fitness. Think, oh yeah, this is my future. I want to do this. This is my, this is the season of my life, right? That's what I was when I first started going to the gym. This was the thing that I was always thinking about at the very start. I was obsessed with it. So the practical way to build that kind of obsession is really just to consume a lot of fitness content. That's what I do. And I think especially as a beginner, it's okay, right? You can get confused a little bit, but at the very start, just follow a routine and just stick to it, right? But then also just consume more fitness content, have it more in your mind, have more reminders, think about it a bit more, right? And this will overall benefit you the most because you're always implanting that thought, oh yeah, I want to get jacked. I'm going to get big. I'm going to do this. I'm working hard to get strong as fuck. That's how you build that kind of obsession. That might be really good short-term fuel, right? That might feel amazing. You have like a super awesome gym period, right? But then you struggle to actually keep going. So maybe you started for a little bit, you made some progress, not too much. But then you feel like, oh, you're kind of plateauing, you're not doing that well. It's like, oh, yeah, it's just the usual grind. It's just like, it's boring, right? And you feel like it's hard, right? I understand you, I've been through it. So what I did was with this fitness content, this really became part of my identity. We become obsessed with it, but then it becomes a core part of us. So back then, even though I hadn't made that much progress, I made some progress, but then I remember, I was pretty happy that a girl I liked noticed. But the main thing is that I was always obsessed with it and I was always talking about it to the people around me. I was always talking about like, yo, I'm gonna build an insane physique. I'm gonna be so jacked. You should start going to the gym, bro. You should start doing this, bro. And maybe it was a bit annoying, but I would always talk about it. And I sort of slowly started to build that identity of that kind of jacked guy, of the kind of guy who is going to the gym, who's going to get strong as fuck. And I built that identity. I started to think like, oh yeah, I'm a David Goggins, disciplined as fuck. I'm strong as fuck, right? I'm gonna work hard. I'm gonna discipline myself, right? That stuff is great for a mindset, right? That stuff is really good, especially at the start, to really discipline yourself to think like, I am a gym bro. I am a gym goer. Instead of just thinking that you're a person who goes to the gym, think that you are a bodybuilder. I am an athlete. I am a runner, right? For example, I am someone who really takes care of his health. I am a bodybuilder who looks aesthetic as fuck. You start to slowly believe that and you make progress towards it. You start to slowly lean into that identity. You're never going to quit gym. If you have the identity of an athlete, of a man who's so into gym, who's so focused on fitness, you're never going to quit. You're never going to stop. You're going to think, fuck, I ain't got to do this for the rest of my life, right? I want you to have that kind of mindset. If you want to be consistent, right, you have to think long-term consistency. And don't think that, oh yeah, I went to the gym for 3 months consistently every week. Yeah, I'm consistent. No, that's not what consistency means. Consistency is that you never quit. Is that you never stopped it. You never completely stopped it in the first place. Maybe you had like 1 month where you didn't go to the gym. I've had those periods. I went on vacation I went to China for like a couple months, right? Like, it might happen. You might end up with a month without the gym. But the fact that, I went back to it, I started again. I went back to the gym after that. That is what true consistency is all about. Because the fact that you stopped for a little bit and you start again and that you never quit, that's the real test of consistency. And the way that you always create that consistency of the long term where you just never really quit the gym is making it a core part of you. Making a core part of you. Thinking that gym is part of me. Building friendships with guys around you, with people who go to the gym really often, who are also obsessed with it. That is what's gonna make it a part of your identity. That's what's gonna make it so easy for you to actually start. Because honestly, for me, right, once it becomes a core part of your identity, it's just automatic. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to the gym today. It's just like, I don't have to like drag myself to it. I literally never drag myself to it. I don't find it hard at all. You know what's even harder? You know what's actually hard? For me, skipping the gym is hard because I feel guilty. I feel bad. I remember 2 weeks ago, I think I skipped one day because I was really, really sleep deprived. I felt that day like I had slept really badly. And I skipped the gym and I felt so bad about myself, even though, I needed the rest. That's the thing. Once this becomes a true part of your identity, you actually believe, oh yeah, I'm a gym bro, I'm jacked as fuck. You start to flex in the mirror a little bit, even if you just made small gains. Even if you just started, you build that identity of a gym bro. I'm a gym bro, I'm a powerlifter, I'm a bodybuilder, I'm a strong motherfucker. You do that. You're never going to quit the gym. Because the way that you see yourself, your own identity, that's the most important part. That's what's going to influence your actions. The third thing that I've done to just make it more consistent is just make it more fun. Honestly, make it more enjoyable, right? So I stick to the kind of routine that I like. So, this will come with a bit of experience, of course, and this kind of stuff will take a bit of time. You're gonna find out the exercises that you like, the exercises that you don't like. And so the kind of style of training that you like. Maybe you don't like bodybuilding. If you don't want to build an aesthetic physique, then sure. If you don't want to, then do something else. Do MMA or something, right? I understand you. So do what's fun for you. Do what you like. Do what you enjoy. Also, to make it more fun, I started to make gym more part of my social life. So, I would start to go to the gym with the boys. I'd start to go with some of my friends. I'd make more friends in the gym. I'll speak to some guy, hey bro, you look jacked as fuck. What's your name? And I've met so many people just because I started to say that. Hey bro, what are you training today? Yo, what's up? How bro? Yo. And yo, what's up? How you been today? And I speak to the guys, I speak to some girls as well. It's just makes the gym experience so much better than if you're just locked in, you're just like, oh, I'm gonna grind, I'm gonna work out David Goggins, right? No, you're a human being, right? You need some social life, you need to enjoy your life as well. You need some fun in your life, right? Otherwise you're just gonna end up like a gym incel, right? Gym cell. You need to not be that locked in autistic guy who's just in the corner. He's like, And at the same time, if you speak to some friends, if you have some enjoyment, you're going to make more progress as well. You're going to create friends. You're going to learn some new ideas. They're going to help spot you as well. So making friends is part of your progress as well. And if you have friends in the gym, you're never gonna skip it. You're never gonna stop it because, you know, there's some accountability, there's some expectation, there's a little bit of, it becomes a faster part of your identity. Even if you are not jacked at all, you can just speak to people. If you have a positive attitude, then everyone likes that. You know, you compliment a guy, you say like, oh hey bro, wow, you've worked really hard. How long have you trained for? Or what exercise do you do? Why do you do that exercise? You learn something from the people around you. And there's so many other random benefits. This will just contribute to your own happiness as well. Because I remember when I used to go to the gym, I'd be like, I'd do my exercise, I'd be so lonely in the corner, I'd just like never speak to anyone at all. And you know, it was okay. I was still like grinding and consistent, but what if it didn't have to be a grind? What if it was just enjoyable for you? What if you just did it naturally? So start to implement some of these steps and these three core steps that will make it more enjoyable for you to go to the gym. Thank you for watching Build Your Dream Physique today. I'm thinking about a course to help you skinny Asian guys bulk up because I really relate to your struggles. So if you're interested, you know, give me a DM, I'll create that soon. And thank you for watching. See you later. Go and hit the gym today.